What's good, fam? This your main man, Casey for Ill, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes, here to give you my honest thoughts about Dynamite. We are literally 1 week away from Dynasty, and I'm just watching the show because I just so happen to be a wrestling fan. You know, I really had to applaud Swerve for doing whatever he could to make whatever this is he's dealing with concerning Moxley. That probably might have been the only real interesting thing on Dynamite. I don't know what the clown Toni Khan is doing with this MJF and MVP stuff, because Bobby Lashley came out there, ripped the man's card up, and I don't know. It's like they was going and then I don't know. I generally don't know, y'all. I'm serious, man. It's like the storytelling that's going on in AEW land, man. It's like the stuff just don't make no type of sense. It's like what they're doing, it's like they're like, I can understand if somebody was, going out their way to make things make sense, but AEW is going out their way to convolute stuff that it's like you're trying your best to really understand what the heck they're trying to come across, and it's almost like the only thing they know how to hang on is, hey, we're gonna have this match, we're gonna have this clown wrestle this clown, and that's all that matters. I'm like, no. And then I'm going in on the ending. I don't know what it is about champions in wrestling getting pinned in non-title. I would never understand it. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. I always say protect your champion. I don't care what promotion it is. If you are the champion, if you're holding said title, if you are in a tag team match, your job is to do everything in your power not to get pinned. And that is the booker's job to do. But if the booker keeps having champions get pinned, it takes away from the so-called run they on. And it's like, you already know what's going to happen at the pay-per-view. You already know. I would have tolerated the fact that you already got Thunder Rosa in there. Thunder Rosa is the odd woman out. Megan Bayne and them get the pin on Thunder Rosa and then beat the snot out of doggone Toni Storm. That's all you need to do. No, we got to listen, man. I'm like I said, I don't know what the clown is up. Pro wrestling right now, regardless if it's the AEW, it don't matter. It's all a sad joke. It's one sad man joke. I'm like, Dynamite opens up with Kenny Omega going against. Now, this young man came from TNA. Then I think he went back to New Japan. Then I guess he decided to come back to AEW. Christian Blake. And apparently he's with Big Shot Lee. I guess they're a tag team on Ring of Honor, I guess. So he went out there. Kenny Omega demolished him. That's why I was like I said, man, listen, I know some of y'all not gonna like this, what I'm about to say, but I'm so conditioned of having a talking segment open the show, or having something that gets us excited for what the clown we finna see. I don't want to just get started right away with a said wrestling match, because to me that just doesn't do anything for me. I've seen so many freaking wrestling matches. Watching a wrestling match itself is not what gets me excited about watching wrestling TV. It doesn't. Your job is to get me to be invested in whatever you're doing. Your opening segment has to be the thing that captivates me to keep me invested in whatever the heck you're doing for the entirety of the 2 hours that you're on television. If you think just opening the show with a clown man match with fools flipping and diving and doing, that ain't it. It's not it. I don't care how you, because listen, WWE, they're known for having talking segments open, but there's plenty of times where they open the show with a match and it doesn't do it. But TK, his merit is the wrestling with the so-called best wrestle. That's all he know. He don't know nothing else. He don't know anything else. The best wrestle. I don't give a crap about that. I don't. So he beat the brakes off a dude. Kenny Omega gets on the mic. And he talks about the triple threat that he's about to face, and he's about to beat the brakes off of Ricochet. But he wanted to talk about Speedball Mike Bailey. And the moment he mentioned Speedball came out there. So they tried to get you invested in whatever they was trying to get you invested in, whatever. And Ricochet pops up on the screen. Ricochet wasn't there. Apparently, he just got married. Congratulations to him and Samantha. They just tied the knot. He said, I'm taking that championship at Dynasty, which we know he ain't. Matchup should be a pretty solid matchup, but Omega was talking about, we're in the business of so-called making friends, but I'm not here to do that. I already got a cat as a friend. Some lame joke, whatever, I'm like, it is what it is on that. But that was like the first segment. Speedball tried to say a little something, and then, like I said, Ricochet popped up on the screen and clowning and laughing, doing that goofy man. Listen, I never thought Ricochet as a heel would be one of the most silliest things ever, but somehow he making it work. So I'll give that spot. But after that, I think we got a tag team match. No. It was listen, Don Callis squad was all over this show. They had at least like a bulk of the matches or whatever, and throughout all the times his squad was out there, he just kept getting F you Don Callis. Like, that's all everybody know. Like, the fact that he ain't even got to do nothing and they just be saying F you Don Callis lets you know that he is definitely over as a doggone heel. Like, for real. Let's see. Obviously, Will Ospreay got a break because he needed it. We got Brody King versus Kyle Fletcher, if I'm not mistaken. And they came out there, like I said, they was cheating. Mark Davis came out there distracting the refs, and Kyle Fletcher got the victory. Then they was beating the brakes off him. Then Hobbs came out there and basically laid him out. Then that's when we got Mark Davis versus Hobbs. Hobbs beat the brakes off of him. Then, like I said, we got the talking segment with MVP and Maxwell. I don't know what the clown going on there. Bobby Lashley and them came out, ripped the card up, said we don't trust them and all this stuff. And I generally I don't listen, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Khan and them got me confused on this. So after that, here come Big Bill and the Bounty Hunter and pitching their tent for the doggone tag team title. So I guess that's the matchup coming soon. I guess maybe that's the matchup at Dynasty. Maybe that's the matchup at Dynasty. I don't know. But that was that segment. What else happened of importance before I said? Swerve and Mox. And then, like I said, you had Prince Nana standing out there. Claudio Kane standing behind him like he was if Swerve made a false move, Prince Nana, it was curtains for him. So then that's when Marina Shafir came out with her that little thing that Mox used to take out Swerve's knee or leg or whatever. Then here come Willow. Willow came out there with a pipe ready to beat the brakes off of her. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and say something. I actually had a whole video set where I went in real deep on it. But apparently Swerve and ruffled feathers again in the IWC, especially on the WWE side of things. He went on Vlad and he basically talked about the state of pro wrestling concerning black folk. While he talked about his time over in the E. And obviously, Buck Dancer fans for the E basically trying to call him out, say that it's a different time. No, it's not. No, it's not. And even it came in Booker T, because Booker T was talking about I'm black and everything is good over there. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I told y'all a long time ago, Booker T has 3 Hall of Fame rings. Those are 3 forms of butter biscuits. Butter biscuits, for people who don't understand when I say butter biscuits, back in the day, back in slavery time, when you had house Negroes doing what they did in order to get paid or whatever, the slave master would pay them in biscuits. So the biscuits would be like, let's say they doing some coon type of stuff, the slave master would pay them in biscuits. Well, Booker T has 3 of those things. Now, what do you mean 3? Well, obviously he went in as a tag team with his brother. He went in as the singles. And let's not forget, Sharmell has a ring. That's 3 rings right there. So those are 3 butter biscuits. Booker T is set for life. That man is going to coon for the E no matter what. It don't matter. He going to shuck a jive for Triple H and company. It don't matter. It don't matter. He going to buck dance his tail off. I mean, what you think one of the worst parts of watching NXT was him cooning every day? I couldn't take it. I can't take him sitting up there shucking and jiving on commentary. I can't do it, ladies and gentlemen. So Swerve went on Vlad, and he said what he said, and like I said, people is you know the script. Y'all already know how that game goes. You know, like I said, I had a full video where I talked about it, but I'm just giving you the summed up part. You know, I'm like, it is what it is on that. But yeah, Swerve ain't winning squat. Moxley, I don't give a crap. I'm sorry, man. Oh, we had a sit down to try to figure out what's this whole beef between FTR and Adam Copeland, and the 2 of them was sitting up there saying they got into each other's heads, and you know, things just didn't go right. And obviously, you know, Cash is saying that obviously we've been on the road forever, you my guy, but I also got a relationship with Adam Copeland. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm just trying to tell you right now, this is going to happen. If the trios titles are on the line in Dynasty, Adam Copeland and FTR are not winning, what's going to happen? This is a swerve, ladies and gentlemen. Those 2 are not turning heel on one another. They are going to turn on Adam Copeland. Adam Copeland is going to be left hanging with nobody. We also got a talking segment with Nick Wayne and company. And they talked about why they went into business for themselves or whatever. I'm like, it is what it is on that. Maybe this is the way how we get Christian and Adam Copeland back together. Maybe this is it. You know, that's what I'm thinking. We had Hook and Samoa Joe out here looking like an uncle and a nephew. And Top Flight and AR Fox was standing there. Meanwhile, you got a Platinum Max up there just bull jiving, saying whatever, talking all that crap, talking about he's the best wrestler alive, and then Samoa Joe just went over there and choked him out. I'm like, okay, great. Then, like I said, Top Flight and AR Fox beat the brakes off of these jobbers in the ring. They tore them up. And then I want to say this is when we got the main event. Yeah, so tag team match, Toni Storm, Thunder Rosa versus Penelope and Megan Bayne. The match was fine. It was a good match until the very end. I tell y'all all the time, if Tony Khan was a smart booker, what he would have done, he would have had Megan Bayne pin Thunder Rosa, and as soon after the match is done, Penelope and her dominate the champion. I mean, beat the snot out of her. You want a cliffhanger? You want a cliffhanger. I don't give a dang about the champion. Let me tell y'all something. I understand that certain wrestlers like to get pinned as champion. To me, it's dumb. It's stupid. But this is not helping Megan Bayne get over. And this is also killing Toni Storm's title reign. It doesn't help nobody. What would have helped her is if Thunder Rosa, you got Thunder Rosa in the match. Thunder Rosa takes the pinfall. Thunder Rosa gets pinned, and then Megan Bayne and them beat the snot out of Toni. Boom. Show goes off with them, and fans are booing the mess out of it. There's your cliffhanger right there. It's 101 easy booking. I don't know why Tony Khan does this idiotic, stupid booking like this is great. No, this is stupid. It's stupid. The right team won, but the wrong woman got pinned. It's not the fact that Megan Bayne, and yes, Megan Bayne needs to look strong going into the show. How do you make her look strong? By having her not only pin Thunder Rosa, but beat the living dog poop out of dog-on Toni Storm. That's how you do it correctly. This is how you protect your champion. You don't go and have her pin her before, and then you already know this is why I don't like matches before the match going into the pay-per-view. Stupid stuff like this continues to happen. This is basically Tony Khan having a quote-unquote eliminator match without saying he's having an eliminator match. It's stupid booking, ladies and gentlemen. It's terrible. This is what takes away from said pay-per-view match. This is why I said I don't remember. Listen, I terribly don't remember all of this foolishness from back in the day. But apparently, because of what we get over in the E24/7 and especially what we get over in AEW land. We get these stupid matches before the show, and I don't give a rat's behind about it going into the show. I really don't. I don't. It's stupid booking. It's lazy booking, ladies and gentlemen. It's pathetic. But you got hardcore. I seen fools online talk about, man, Toni Storm put over Megan Bayne strong. No, that's not how you do it. It's not. I don't give a crap what any hardcore AEW shield has to say. You don't do no stupid stuff like that. You just don't. It takes away the champion's run. She just got it. She should not be getting pinned until it's time for her to lose the title. Megan Bayne ain't winning nothing. Toni Storm about to wipe the floor with her at Dynasty. It's a done deal. It is a done deal. Toni Storm is going to wipe the floor with her. But you got to make, listen, I get it. You're trying to make Megan Bayne look strong. But what you did right there it doesn't help nobody. It doesn't help anybody, ladies and gentlemen. Real talk, it doesn't help anybody. And I'm tired of this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tired of this. The same crap over and over and over again. TK and company know exactly what they're doing, and it's stupid. It's so stupid. I'm like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? We're literally 1 week away from Dynasty, and I don't really give a rat's behind about the show. I'm watching it. Oh, you know I will tune in, but I really don't. My excitement level for Dynasty is a 1. It's really a 1. Because I listen, they're gonna be in Philly. Philly fans probably gonna be going 8, of course. But man, it's just terrible booking, ladies and gentlemen. It's terrible, terrible. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, Heyman and Swerve got into it. Yeah, because Heyman and Jay White both are entering the Owen Hart Cup tournament or whatever, and Swerve heard from Heyman about him trying to cost him again or whatever. He said, you come out there. He said, so they once again they kind of rekindling the beef that they did had or whatever. But I'm like, man, I feel so bad for Swerve, because the fact that he has to try to carry this foolishness, because it's straight foolishness from Tony Khan and company, and Moxley old goofy behind. He don't want to put nobody over. He want to quote unquote hijack the doggone championship, putting it in a doggone briefcase, like we give a rat's behind about that. It's pathetic, ladies and gentlemen. Hot garbage. Don't let a hardcore shield lie to you and tell you that what you witnessed last night was off the chain. No, it wasn't. It was garbage booking. Terrible booking. I'm serious. I'm keeping it 100%, ladies and gentlemen. You know I'm going to keep it 100%. I'm not finna lie to y'all. I ain't finna come on here and sugarcoat and like I always say, put the pom-poms on for Anthony Khan. You is out of your mind. I ain't doing it. I can't do it. I'm a realist. I'm going to tell you the bold-faced truth. What TK and company is doing is bull jabbing. Bull jabbing their way to doggone Dynasty on some real stupid stuff. Just bull jabbing. Bull jiving. I'm like, man, TK, if you don't sit on down somewhere, get you some freaking help to help you make sense of whatever the client you trying to tell, because whatever you doing, it's just not working. It ain't working, Captain. It ain't working. I ain't got nothing else to say, ladies and gentlemen. I'm serious. It's like back-to-back rants. I went off on Raw, and now I'm going off of Dynamite. It's sad, man. It's sad. We got pay-per-views up the butt, and so-called bookers have absolutely no idea what the clown they're doing. And it's unfortunate. They know what they're doing. They just don't give a damn. They got their money. They good to go. These circus clowns are good to go. That's all that matters to them. Triple H, Anthony Khan. That's all they don't know nothing else, ladies and gentlemen. They don't know nothing else. Just be goofy, bull jive. Fools like us are going to tune in. That's all that matters to them. Pathetic. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to get the clown up out of here. Y'all know what to do. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit this comment section up. Make sure you hit the like button. Y'all already know, man. Just go hard in the paint in the doggone comment section. I'll do my best to try to respond to you. Anyways, this your main man, Casey Phil King, set for life, rest of the takes. I'm out the door. Holla at your boy.